The next area is the contracts database. Project profiles, previous experience. Once again, you've got the hints and tips screen. Up here on the top, we have listed all the contracts that we've got in here on the account. I'm just going to click on one so that we can view it, and it's basically just form filling. I'll give the contract a name. Fill in all these fields, who the client was. If the client isn't on your drop-down list, and this is the same client if you remember from up there in administration, if the client name isn't there, I can add new or manage. So I've got my 2 clients already. I'll add another one. Create an office for them. Fill out all the details. Add new client. Now you can see my demo client in there. If I click on my demo client, I could then add contacts. And fill in all the fields. Add new contact, and there's my contact in there. If I close down this screen now, back on my contract card, if I go to the drop down list now, you can see our new demo client is in there. Then asks me who the contact is if you've got a contact there, and I can put their details on as well. Form of contract, the currency, the values of the job, and the contract location. We've got our types of work, which are carried in from the types of work in administration, and you can see there's the demo one that I put on earlier. And then we've got our sectors. Now if you've added custom sectors up in the administration area, they are bid sectors only and not contract sectors, so you would need to add your new sectors. To add your new sectors, we've got manage sectors here under the contracts database. And as before, demo sector and add new. If I go back to my contract card, you can now see there's my demo sector, and I can tick as many of these as I want. I put in the duration of the project, and I put in a short description. Now the short description of the project is basically, it can be used within somebody's CV, which we'll be coming to shortly, whereby you can have a very small little thumbnail, an image of a project with very basic details, just to outline on somebody's CV the types of work that projects that they have worked on. Leave the short description only the width of this box, because otherwise it'll just get too long on the CVs. The main description. So this is the main kind of information about that project. You can type and paste. This is what we call a text editor, this box. You can type, copy and paste and so forth. You can format it, make that bold or make the text red or format it, okay? Likewise then with the project team. And then any general notes. If there's specific information that's for internal use only, you can pop it on here, because this card or this form is basically the main record for that project once it's been completed. So you can just have some internal notes in there. And then after that, we've got approved by client for use in bid submission. That is automatically ticked. But some more high-profile clients don't like you to use their projects within bid submissions. So you could uncheck that, and when we're in a bid submission and we want to append some contracts to demonstrate previous experience, anything that has not been ticked here won't appear on that list. Once you've set up your contract card, you can then upload images. So to upload an image, you literally click Upload an Image. Find it on your machine and then upload now. The images will then appear up here. There's always one main image, and then you can have ancillary images. You can drag and position them to wherever you want them to sit, or I could maybe set this one as the main image, set as main image. So that's now the main image. We've got template selections, three options to choose from, whereby there's a maximum of 4 images can appear on the contract card. There is no limit to the number of photographs that you can upload in here, but the first 4 are the ones that will be picked up on depending on the template that you pick. You can have one with one main image and 3 smaller ones at the end, or 3 just up in the top banner up there. Select your header and footer, select the font you want to display in, and select the font size. Once you've added your new card, you will then click Add New or Save Changes. I can export it as a PDF. There's my main image, the name of the contract, I've got my header and footer on it, and the client information. There's my font that I changed in colour, scroll through, and my 3 images at the end. Now once you create a contract on EasyPQQ and you've added the new contract, we then have this area called Contract Evidence that will appear. And it's basically an area where you might have received an award or an excellent client testimonial or something that you want to highlight outside of the main body content of the contract. So if I just add something under added value and type in a bit of text there, and I'll save the changes. If any of the headings, that little blob will then turn green to show you that evidence has been answered. If any of these headings that we've got here don't apply to what it is you want, you can add a new category. So I could add a new heading. Give it a name and save the new category. Back down to the bottom, you will see now my demo category is in there. So if I click on it, and I'll type my text in there, and I'll save changes. Now I'll export the PDF. And these are my headings for my contract evidence. So they just take them out of the main body text so that they're highlighted a little bit more. One other thing in the contracts database, because when you upload images in here, they could be too large. And I can always set these ones rescale, the smaller ones, if I select this template, the smaller ones rescale, but the main image we can scale it up or down manually. So if I set this one to 330 and save my changes, and we'll export the PDF, you will see that it's a lot larger than it was. So sometimes you might not have the full client address or something, and it just tidies it up a bit so that it's more in line with the beginning and the end of that text. So I'll now go back and I will set it to, let's say, 180. Save my changes. Export that PDF again. You see, it's a lot smaller. So that's the contracts database. In summary, for the contracts database, it's the area where you upload information on previous experience that you've worked on.